I'm William Roadhamel, the President and CEO of the Hendricks County Community Foundation. We're celebrating 25 years of service to our community this year, and what an amazing 25 years it's been. Our goal is to make Hendricks County a better place, and we do that by partnering with generous people to realize their charitable goals while addressing community needs in meaningful and lasting ways. We were started in 1993 by a handful of volunteers with a few $1,000s as the Greater Plainfield Community Foundation, focused solely on Plainfield. In 1996, they expanded their mission countywide and renamed the organization the White Lick Heritage Community Foundation. And then for clarity, they renamed it again to be the Hendricks County Community Foundation in 2005. Over those years, the growth of the Community Foundation has been remarkable. At the end of 1993, the Plainfield Community Foundation had a little under $140,000 in assets and had made $14,000 worth of grants into the community. At the end of 2020, we were just under $21 million in total assets and had made $1.7 million worth of grants that touched every corner of our community. As we reflect on the past 25 years, we're so grateful for you, our donors, who've been on this journey every step of the way and who have made it possible with your generous gifts. We're so grateful to the thousands of individuals, families, businesses, and organizations that have made this possible by giving of themselves, by giving of their time, talent, and treasure, and starting hundreds of endowed funds at the Community Foundation that have granted to a variety of causes throughout our community. Those endowed funds will be making grants to make our community a better place for generations to come. Our goal is simple. It's to make Hendricks County better. And our vision is that Hendricks County become a more vibrant, giving community. As we take the next steps in that journey, won't you please join us? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Judy Pingle. I am one of the founding board members of the Hendricks County Community Foundation. I've been involved in a lot of different organizations and a lot of different activities in my life, but being a founding board member of the Hendricks County Community Foundation is one of the accomplishments I am most proud of. Dee Dee Daniels called me and she said, Judy, there's something I think you would enjoy and I think that you should be part of. And she wanted to take it countywide. She didn't want it to just be something that was in Plainfield. She wanted it to be countywide, and that's why she'd kind of pick people from different areas of the county. And we did decide that this was definitely something that the entire county could benefit from. It was just such a basic, simple, good idea. When I look at what the Community Foundation has done, when I look at the different projects and organizations and the people that this organization has helped in 25 years, it's mind-boggling. I am so very proud, and maybe proud isn't the right word, but thankful. I am so thankful that I was part of this from the beginning.
Hello, I'm Beth Ann Leach, and I was a previous director of Hendricks County Senior Services, and this is Marina Kears.
Hi, I'm Marina Kears. I'm the current director of Hendricks County Senior Services.
In the early 90s, when a group of interested people were going to start a foundation in the town of Plainfield, they asked me to be on the board, and I jumped at that. And we did a lot of good things within the town of Plainfield. It wasn't too long until we had people from other communities coming to us and say, how did we do this? Or can we join your efforts? So we created the Hendricks County Community Foundation. Well, then we had the opportunity to build the new Hendricks County Senior Center. And I went to the Community Foundation and asked for their support. So we received a grant for $100,000, which was major at that time and for our organization. We were very proud of that, and Marina will tell you more about that.
So the partnership with Hendricks County Senior Services and the Hendricks County Community Foundation has continued for many years, and we're so thankful that we have a partner like the Community Foundation that serves the entire county like we do, so we can go to them when things come up and when we need support. And since I've been executive director here, that legacy has continued, and the Community Foundation has remained a source of support and care for senior services. If you come into our building, you can even see the legacy of the giving of the Community Foundation in the furniture that's literally still in our building from 25 years ago that we've been able to use and enjoy this entire time. And we're really proud and grateful for over $700,000 in support from Hendricks County Community Foundation to senior services since their inception.
Hi, we're the Wickers. I'm Suzanne, this is Dave Wicker.
We have a rich history with Hendricks County, and we both grew up in the area and have lived here most of our lives.
When I was the Director of Leadership Hendricks County, they were starting this foundation in Plainfield, and it was really unique. The idea was unique to have that type of a thing here in Hendricks County.
So one of the things we looked at with the foundation is that they had a more of a vision than just a return on investment. It was a vision of how do you support the community. The fund originally started with about $5,000, and I thought at that time, I was part of the group, that, you know, we'll do good to get $20,000 out of this thing. Well, 25 years later, that amount is $287,000. And I think that just goes to show that our vision sometimes isn't big enough. And the foundation has done a good job in administering that fund and getting those dollars back into the community. That fund is set up in perpetuity, so it should be there, well, after I'm long gone.
And then Dave and I took advantage of the next grant, or the matching money, and we put together a legacy fund for our family.
If you just look back in the past year at the pandemic and the monies that the foundation has put back into the community, it's been substantial. And so that's another one of the benefits of the Community Foundation. We've grown up here in Hendricks County, and Hendricks County has provided us with a lot of opportunities. So Hendricks County gave to us, and the Community Foundation is a way for us to give back to the community.
I recommend the Hendricks County Community Foundation as a secure place to put the money that you want to invest into the future of our community.
Hello, my name is Larry Painter. I'm the retired owner and operator of the Coachman Restaurant and Lounge, and longtime supporter of the Hendricks County Community Foundation. Being a business owner, you get a lot of requests for donations, not just locally, but you know, you get something, everybody gets something in the mail every day wanting donations. But when I became a board member and to see what all they did for the Hendricks County, it became more important to me to spend my money right here in Hendricks County and take care of the local businesses and charities that are right here close to home. When I was in the military and traveling over Southeast Asia, I've seen hunger. I know I grew up what I thought was poor until I've seen poor, and I didn't want that to happen to, you know, anybody that lives in our county especially. So I started the Larry and Becky Never Go Hungry Fund. I know of no other organization that supports as many different charities as a foundation. I belong to American Legion and VFWs and a lot of different organizations, but they all do a good job, but none of them, and you can put them all together, do as much for the county as the foundation does. So they're supporting over 200 different charities, and it's pretty hard to find any organization that could even compare to that.
I'm Mike Hartley. I am current board president of Family Promise of Hendricks County. Family Promise of Hendricks County started with just a small group of concerned citizens meeting regularly in the basement of Hendricks Regional Health. We didn't have a lot of collective experience working with homelessness, but one of the key relationships early on was our partnership with the Hendricks County Community Foundation. We were a fund under their program that allowed us to use their 501c3 as an umbrella to basically allow us early fundraising and access to funds that we otherwise wouldn't have had.
Family Promise of Hendricks County ends and prevents homelessness in our community. Last year we were able to end homelessness for 103 families. So 103 families were completely homeless, living in cars and tents or in emergency shelters, and we were able to end their homelessness by putting them in permanent housing. The Hendricks County Community Foundation has been with us every step of our journey. When we started 8 years ago, we started with a budget of less than $100,000, and today we have a budget of over $1 million. And each incremental period of growth has been with the Community Foundation. And then we hit a time of immense growth within our organization, growth that we didn't know how actually to sustain and how to go forward, and so we did. We found this beautiful building that we're sitting in front of today, and went to the Community Foundation and asked them to partner with us so that we could purchase the building. And of course they said yes. What do we got to do? What do we got to do to help our community? And that was a big step for us. And then we hit COVID. We were kind of cruising. We felt good about where we were, and then COVID hit us 18 months ago. And I think one of the first phone calls that I received after COVID hit and everything shut down, and we were so scared of people losing their homes and becoming homeless, was from the Community Foundation. They're saying, hey, what do you guys need? How can we help you? What is your biggest need? And month after month through COVID, I would get calls, where are you at right now? How can we help? And again, they showed up. They were responsive to the needs of our community at that moment. They gifted us over and over and over again to meet what those needs are. I don't know what our next step is or what our next chapter is at Family Promise, but what I do know is whatever crisis we encounter, whatever needs we uncover, wherever we go, we know we'll have the continued support of the Community Foundation. It's been instrumental to our success, and we're so fortunate to have that partnership.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Davies from the Avon Outdoor Learning Center in Avon, Indiana. I am the instructional coordinator for a 7-acre outdoor classroom, which is part of the Avon Community School Corporation. The Outdoor Learning Center was created back in the mid-1980s, started by a principal here at Maple Elementary as a way of using some land that couldn't have a soccer field or ball field in it, and they started putting some trails in the woodland area. And over the years, we now have about 2 miles of walking trails. This beautiful restored 1820s cabin. We have a prairie, we have forested areas, we have wetland areas, we have an amphitheater that seats about 100, we have a natural play area, and it is a space to be utilized by students and teachers of all ages to get learning outside with all of your senses. In a non-pandemic year, we serve about 10,000 students, and again, all ages, and really what we want to do is tie classroom or indoor learning to outside experiences so that you are learning about the birds while watching the birds instead of a video or looking at a book. Whole body experiences just carry that much more weight in learning and retention. So I have been in Avon for 14 years, but the Hendricks County Community Foundation, actually the White Lick Heritage Foundation, had already left its amazing mark when I got here and started teaching. Back in 1999, the schools were offered a family cabin that was being moved and shifted, and the opportunity to bring it to a school property and put it back together again. So in 1999, the Blair family cabin, originally built in the 1820s, was picked up, moved, and put back together because of a very generous grant from the White Lick Heritage Foundation / Hendricks County Community Foundation. I've grown up in the nonprofit world, and you know, a foundation like the Hendricks County Community Foundation, their role in making all of our lives better just cannot be shouted from the rooftops loud enough. I just wanted to say thank you for all you do, Hendricks County Community Foundation, and here's to another 25, 50, 75 years.
My name is Ryan Tansel. I'm the board chair for the Hendricks County Community Foundation. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate 25 years of HCCF doing good right here in our community. HCCF has made such a positive impact in the lives of so many people over the past 25 years. I'm no exception to the impact that HCCF has made. I was the recipient of the Lilly Endowment Scholarship in 2004, and that opened doors for me that I didn't expect. It opened the door to my first job out of high school, and coming back full circle, all these years later, that door has been opened for my current job where I'm currently working. It's opened connections to the community I would have never made. HCCF is more than just an organization that can provide money and funds. We're here to provide connections, we're here to provide resources, we're here to be a community convener, a community leader, a community collaborator. Thank you to our amazing donors, volunteers, and supporters. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Join us in making the next 25 years great for Hendricks County.